What's up?
Hey!
Welcome to Recovery Unplugged Live, and just like that, we are live. Now, what were you just reading about the film?
Um, a young woman who worked on the film with us, Caitlin Druck,
Oh, yeah.
right? She said, to my letters to Daniel friends, I'm so proud of what I'm seeing come out about this film. You all did an absolutely amazing job, and I'm glad to have been able to work on it with you and gain the knowledge that I did. Every single bit of praise and every single award is more than well deserved. I thank all of you for being so supportive of me and for helping me learn what it's like to work on set. Specifically, thank you, Amy, for thinking of me to work on this production with you and letting me be a part of this. I'm so happy to have been in this with you and wait in this, and it makes me even happier to see what the film has achieved and what you've achieved from it. Much love to the whole cast and crew. Thank you for making my senior summer, so wonderful.
You're welcome, Caitlin. Nice write up. What about
Hey,
mentioning me? What's up,
Maria!
Anna Maria?
Oh,
Oh,
we don't hear you.
we can't hear you.
We
You
can't
should.
hear you, Anna.
There should be an option on there that says join via phone audio or something like that if you tap the screen.
Uh,
Our guest is having trouble today.
okay, well, we'll keep talking and t- uh, just,
What's up, Julie? Thanks for tuning in. Share this on your page and invite your friends.
oh, Anna Maria, it's so hard. I wish I would have. I wish I would have done a better job at
We
getting
didn't
the
check the
link.
technology.
Oh,
We didn't check the technology before we started. Hmm. Well, we're live.
well, we're live.
Julie says hey.
Hey, Julie. Okay,
And she's out. She'll come back.
yeah. Okay, so what do you want to know?
I don't know. Why don't you tell us what's new in the world
Um,
for Letters
letters
to
to.
Daniel, for Healing Hands Entertainment, for Three
Okay,
Bitches
so
Press.
what's new in Letters to Daniel World is they have received the Award of Recognition for Disability Issues. It has, and at the U.S. Hollywood International Golden Film Awards, we were nominated for 2 awards: Outstanding Editing and Best Director, and we won both. So I get to send a trophy and a certificate to Clint, who worked incredibly hard on this film. And oh, Anna Maria's messaging me.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's see. Okay, she's trying to get in.
Okay. Julie
Okay,
wants to know if you're ready for Christmas.
yes, I want to open presents. I got to open some presents tonight.
What? You need to be more in the spirit of giving.
I do give. I've given presents. I gave my sister a print of Sons of Anarchy with all their
Your
autographs on it.
sister that's mad at you about the movie?
Yes, in fact, when I gave her her gift, she said, "Ooh, I forgive you." Like she had something to forgive me about. Bitch, she punched me.
Hey, she watched this ever?
No.
I'm gonna send her a clip of what you just said. She younger? She's younger or older?
Younger.
Okay. What
Uh,
else?
so so I get to send Clint his trophy,
Good
and
job, Clint.
Clint deserved it. He said I can only edit what is given to me, and in that respect, Mark, as a director, um you depend on your DP, and you depend on your DP to tell you to deliver what you want, but also, as he said, to give you options. And he gave me the benefit of all his 33 years experience and did not step on my toes as a director. That is an amazing feat in and of itself. And because our collaboration went so well, Clint had, and I wouldn't have, the movie wouldn't be the movie it is without Mark's experience on set.
For sure.
I really believe that, right?
Yeah.
Because the movie comes down to three. I had an amazing crew. All of you worked incredibly hard. John, you busted your ass, probably harder, like physically, than anybody, uh, except maybe Mark. And then the girls helped, and it's kind
Anna
of
Maria.
Anna
Helped
Maria,
big time.
yeah, she like helped position the camera, and yeah, she's having a hard time getting in. I'm like, oh man, I really want to interview her. um, the set of Letters to Daniel is by far probably the dream set. Like if I had to choose, if people, I told, I had Steven, remember Steven and Holly from Imaginarium who were at the hotel. Okay, they were over here tonight, and I said, yeah, you should have seen. He talked about his film, and they spent $70,000 on it.
70?
Yes, $70K.
That's a lot of money.
They had a diva as an actress who was the lead. I can't share everything because some things just stay right. And I'm like, they dealt like even with the glitch of the crappy motel that everybody was in, the attitude of everyone on set was, what can I do to help? Some people, like Doug, he was limited by his physical condition.
Sure.
But that didn't mean he didn't work hard. That just meant he worked hard in his right
in his zone that he was able to
in his zone that he was able to, right? So everybody worked really hard under incredibly stressful, but how we didn't devolve it, because that could have very easily devolved into a bunch of arguing, crabby, fighting people, because we worked hard, we worked long hours, and it was get in, get out.
Yep.
And the only reason we were able to shoot at such a breakneck pace was three reasons. We had everything go in our favor. The script supervising was, the pre-production part of it was flawless. The girls were so good, they were nailing the takes just in one or two takes, and I didn't have to do a million different takes.
Yeah.
And then the third piece, and I cannot overstate, it cannot be overstated how important this piece is. Mark knew what the fuck he was doing and giving me those options. He could set up and break down equipment like lightning.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he was a good teacher too. Like it didn't take me long to learn his gear and his setup. And he would just say, I need this, this, and this. And I'm like, okay. Like, even Anna Maria was like, how do you know this stuff? I'm like, I was here yesterday. I don't know. I don't have any idea.
I had a good teacher.
Yeah, I don't have any idea. He just has this way about him where he's like, go in the thing and get this. It looks like this. Go in the thing and get this. It's this. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. Got a couple things right, and I'm like, all right.
I worked with one of the best cinematographers in the business, I feel like.
Julie said Mark is gifted for sure. That's definitely true.
And Anna Maria worked with him on his own feature film, It Knows.
Yeah, It Knows. Right.
Yeah,
what did she say? Is she able to come in, or what's she doing?
I don't know. She's writing me now.
Okay. Well, let's play the trailer.
Play the trailer. Did
That'll
you
kill
cut the
2.5
trailer with
minutes.
the music?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was the one we played last week. You said it was right.
Yeah.
Dear Daniel Craig, life did not always look like this. This marked a moment of triumph, a way of crushing an abysmal past and daring those with a stereotypical view of those with mental illness to challenge me on any front. To many, this was just a documentary. For me and Missy, this was our life.
It's like my skin is coming off. And my thoughts, they're racing so fast. I can't keep up.
I'm suffering too, you know. You're not the only one.
It's like my mind is coming apart and I can't get it to come together.
I think it's more than just that. Amy's been having a really hard time lately. She goes on these crying jags. She explodes without warning. She's so angry and so paranoid these days. She's not the happy Amy that I remember from Kentucky.
She thinks you're manic depressive. I, however, do not. I think this is something you've been obsessing on. I believe that it's all in your head.
All right.
Hey, is there a phone number she can call in? Because it's
Yeah.
saying she's having problems loading. So is there just a phone number she can call?
There's a phone number, but I think we should try to do it again some other time.
Okay.
Because it's
Why?
because it's 9:50 already, and getting a phone number, a phone interview with, it's just different, like live.
Well, she says, I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah. With live and with audio and video, we should probably have her try or do it some other way. I'm not sure. Because it'll just be you and they won't be able to see her. We can, record it. Here, let me...
Yeah, okay. Why don't
It
we...
just, she won't show up, and so it'll just look like... It'll just be you, and they'll just hear her, and then they'll hear you asking questions.
Okay, so why don't we do this? She's still trying to get in. She wants to do this. So why don't we let her get in and record the interview and then play it play it later this week or play it next week.
If we're gonna do it audio, then we just... we can stay live, I guess, and just do it that way.
Yeah, let's do that.
I just don't think it's not gonna look any good.
Well, that just means I cannot enter this one into any festivals. But I still think the interview is worth doing. And she wants it, and she's game for it, and she's available now.
I sent it to you in the Zoom chat.
Okay. What's the difference between Tap Mobile and dial by your location?
Excuse me. Tap Mobile is for iPhones.
Okay. I'm giving her the number. I told you I'm blind because I have to go. I'm going to the optometrist tomorrow. Okay, so I'm getting ready to go over to her. Okay. I tell you what, we have more trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sent her the message. Let me see if she sees it. We had more problems. It's drama, drama, drama. I have to I bought a slate. I had to buy a new slate because I wanted to preserve the slate that we use for letters to Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Because I won't save all my slates, but that one was special because when you know.
Sure.
She hasn't seen it yet. So
Yeah, we need to get this going or figure out a different time.
well, uh, okay. Well, as much as I don't like, okay, so I'm going to recommend, can we interview her later this week and just record it and then post it to the Amy Unplugged page?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll ask her what's a good time for her
Okay.
and ask good time for you, and we'll make an arrangement.
Okay. Sorry,
I was
everyone.
I was
Hello,
looking
Janet.
for I was looking forward to having her on, because she was such a joy to work with
Oh
on.
yeah, on
I
set.
mean, she was such a hard worker, and also she was a wonderful actress. So, she didn't have many scenes in which to like flex her acting muscles,
Yeah.
but in the scenes that she had, she did a great job.
Well, she needs to flex her technology muscles. All right, Anna. We're gonna get you later this week. Everyone else, we will be back next Monday, and you'll also be able to see this interview with uh,
Anna Maria.
Anna Maria later this week. So, thanks for tuning in to Recovery Unplugged. Sorry for our difficulties this evening, but we will be back again.
Oh, she just called
Here we
in. There
go.
she is. Hello?
I am so sorry.
We're about to hang up on you.
You're about ready to hang up.
I'm so sorry. I
Hey,
am so sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. You made it.
Yeah, you made it.
Dude, what's
Fair.
going on with you? You don't have like a tablet or a laptop
don't.
or a working smartphone?
I have a smartphone 6S.
You need a
so
GoFundMe account, don't you?
It takes a while. I was
Oh my
like,
gosh,
oh
are you
no.
calling? Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Oklahoma.
The home of, well, no, he just went to school there, Baker Mayfield.
Oklahoma Sooners.
Yes, woohoo! Boomer Sooner.
Who's better, Baker or Kyler Murray?
Yeah, you're gonna ask me about football, and I'm not gonna even pretend. I just like OU, but I'm actually a big hockey fan.
Ooh,
So I'm kind of like an outsider when it comes to the sports thing.
I gotcha.
Here.
Hockey's cool.
Yeah.
Well, since it's so late, you want to just dive into the interview?
Oh, fine, I'll just leave.
Okay, so the way it's going to work is this. John's going to duck out, and I'm going to interview you. And then he's at the end of the interview, John's going to come back, and he's going to follow up Okay, today we are joined by a talented actress
Didn't
who
I
has
just
appeared.
tell you to wait till my
Hey,
video goes
I
away?
didn't know. I went to my look. I'm looking at a screen with questions. I do not know if you're there or not.
And here we go.
Today we are joined by a talented actress who has appeared as an alcoholic, emotionally abusive mother in Mark Manus's brilliant It Knows, cast in the upcoming film Mystics, and starring as my sympathetic mother Faye in Letters to Daniel. Say hello to the hellacious hard worker Anna Maria Angles. Anna Maria, or Anna Maria, why don't you tell us how you got your start as an actress and in what film community did you cut your teeth in?
Okay, well, I got my first taste of acting in second grade when I auditioned for like a little school play, and I just remember going, "Wow, this is it. This is amazing!" And I just remember thinking, "This is what I want to do." And I come from a big medical family, and a lot of doctors. And I remember going home and going, "Hey, I think I want to be an actress." And they were like, "Oh, that's interesting. Let's talk about medical school." So that didn't go quite according to plan initially. So I did go the medical route initially, and then I think I was about to turn 30. I was like, wow, I really, really just want to pursue acting. And I just remember I just went after it. Contacted a producer here in Tulsa, and just started working as an extra, and then got I met a director on the set of the film, and she liked me. I was supposed to be an extra, and then she gave me a small part. Then another director, he let me come on set and see how things worked, and then he gave me a part in his film, and just kind of began. I got in contact with a gentleman named Scott McIntyre, and looked at some of his work, and he's the one who introduced me to Mark Manus. And he really, I had done some other films, smaller parts. They're wonderful parts, but Mark challenged me with a bigger role that was really, really out of character for me. And I just remember going, yeah, I want to do this because it's just really, it was a very challenging role, and it was wonderful. And it just, yeah. And then, a lot of people know Mark, and he's wonderful to work with. And then that is how I got to meet you and work on your incredible film. And yeah, so that's how. There's other projects that have happened since then, but yeah.
Okay, for those watching who don't know, explain how the life of an independent working actress is and how it differs from that of the life of, say, an A-list Hollywood actress like Charlize Theron or Kate Winslet.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be able to compare myself with I would, no, I think it's just, you've got to really go after and put yourself out there and meet people and look at scripts and look at other people's work. And it's a lot about community and meeting people in the industry. And I think it's just about growing in the industry as far as getting to know people. And I think it's about befriending people, and getting to trust people. I think when I met Scott Scott, and then he introduced me to Mark, and then he was just, it's building good, strong foundation. And it's not about just getting your name out there. It's just also building a relationship with the people that you work with. So I think it's a big thing. It's building a friendship and a relationship, and just I also think as somebody who's working in this industry, it's also, I mean, Charlize, I think she's amazing, because I would say it's not just taking in your comfort zone. She's stepped out and done some incredible roles that are just really, really different and challenging as well. So,
Okay. As I mentioned, you starred in It Knows and Letters to
mhm,
Daniel. On Letters to
mhm,
Daniel, I worked with Mark Manis as a DP. So, in a way,
mhm,
you were reunited with him on that set. What is
mhm.
it like with working with Mark as a director versus a cinematographer?
Oh, he is amazing in both senses. He is very easy to work with.
Yeah.
He is approachable. As a director, when he was directing It Knows, he was not intimidating at all. And I've been on sets in the past when I was first starting out, where it was kind of hard to approach. And I remember as starting out, but I mean, it was probably expected. But Mark, he just let me know, what was going on. But he always made it comfortable for me to, get adjusted with the scene and kind of throw in my own opinion about what I thought, how, it would go. But he just made it a very safe and comfortable environment. And I could always see how he wanted the scene to go. And he was very easy to work with, and just an incredible director. And as far as him working on the Letters to Daniel movie, your movie, which was amazing, his view on behind the camera, his shots were just, phenomenal. The way he could see a scene, the way he wanted to position a camera, I learned a lot from behind the scenes. I learned a lot from that angle, not as an actor, but from a behind the scenes way. I learned so much on set. So that was an honor and a huge blessing to work with him in that manner.
Okay. What was it like being directed by me? Was it the same? How was it different?
Well, it was incredible. You had such a passion working on your film, and I understand that because it was your movie. It was such a passionate movie. There was times I felt like I was getting emotional because I saw how some of the scenes were going, and there were times I had to step back and be like, "Oh, wow, that's such an emotional scene." It was that was a very powerful thing to witness, and I think every director has their own style, so I learned something new on each set. You're amazing to work with. I want to work with you again. I look forward to working with you again. I love the passion and excitement you brought to the set, and it was a great experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of leads me into my next question. What was your favorite thing about being on the set of It Knows? And what did you like best about being on the set of Letters to Daniel?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. On the set of It Knows, let's see. Mark did rap a few times and sing. That was that was pretty wonderful. The makeup jobs were pretty great. I think it's the comedy that went on because of how intense some of the drama scenes were. It was such some of the scenes were so intense that I think that we as a group bonded pretty fast. So that was pretty incredible. Carmen, who was also in the film, we got to room together and we became friends really fast. And Lauren, who she's a young, phenomenal actress.
Oh yeah, I agree. I saw her. She was just fantastic.
She is, and not only is she just an amazing talent, she lights up a room when she walks in. She is just lighthearted and just joyful and funny. Oh man, is she funny. And like everybody on set was just amazing, and Janet was like a mom of the group. She took care of everybody, and so the whole place just became like family. So I can't think of anything. I've never been like strangled like that before, so that was a new experience for me in the movie. Not to give away anything, but there's a few intense things in the movie. So letters to Daniel. There were the scenes, some places that we went, and I've loved, honestly, the relationship between you and Missy, like the friendship you guys have. Just seeing that over and over again, it's probably one of the best things I've ever seen. And hanging out at your house, and I'm thinking of all of our scenes, and the theater scenes.
Yeah.
And that, and I think the one of my favorite, but probably one of the, it's a mixed scene. It's like one of my favorite ones, and one of the hardest ones also was towards the end at the funeral home.
Yeah.
That it got me. I think it's just because it was really well done, and it was so hard for me to see also, just because it was one of my favorites, just because it was beautiful. It was beautiful, but so emotional at the same time. And the cast was always wonderful. Brandon cracked me up. Michael, the kid that came to the door, the pizza.
Yeah.
That's his name. He cracked me up. He made me laugh. I still to this day remember him making me laugh. There's so many tidbits for the few days I was there that were just so great. And the car, that we were in. Oh my gosh. I will never forget that car. How all of us could fit in it, and it had no air conditioner. It was the best thing ever. It worked. It was perfect. And man, that was like the best thing. Yeah, Doug's car. That's definitely in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to pivot now. In your daily life, you work as a nurse. With the
Hmm.
kind of patients you work with, do you see mental health issues that they are struggling with, as well as physical issues?
Yes, I do. I do. I work as a critical care cardiac nurse, but we have patients because of heart issues. I mean, we have patients all the time that come in, not all the time, but often that come in with mental health issues. So
Okay.
yeah, I see that.
You're based out of Oklahoma. What is
Hmm.
their mental health care system like? And do you think improvements could be made?
Yes, I I don't know how I can comment on how it's like because I don't work in it, but I know there is definitely room for improvement because of how patients have talked to me and how I've seen a few patients come in time and time again, the same patients, and I've seen how things have been dismissed or um, looked over from different facilities, and how things have just kind of fallen through, um, been missed out, and I've just people have told me they've had misdiagnosis and they've struggled for things, and then I witnessed things before, and it's just yeah, there's definitely room for improvement.
Have you ever had personal experience with mental illness as a caregiver or struggled with a particular mental illness yourself?
Oh, yeah, I've had depression. I've had that, struggled with that, and initially it was pushed off because of life circumstances. It was just, I think it was just being sad, but over 20 years ago, a lot of life events happened, and so yeah, it was just dismissed, and I definitely see where there could be room for improvement.
Okay. Letters to Daniel is at its heart a female buddy picture, yet it tackles the topic of severe mental illness head on. Is that what drew you to the project? And if so, why?
I believe that, well, I initially wanted to be a part of it because Mark knows you and he trusts you, and so automatically that was, hey, I went in. Then I read the script and I was like, oh, I definitely went in. And I think that more awareness needs to be out there because people struggle, and that is reality. And people struggle when they don't need to, when they don't have to, because there are resources out there. And I think your story, sadly, is probably one of many that women haven't been strong enough to tell. And I think that your story is going to help women come forward, or at least take the initial step, or maybe help healthcare providers have an open ear to listen when women do come in, or people in general come in. So I support your story 100%.
As an actress, rejection is a part of the business at every level. What advice do you have for other actors about managing stress levels and the disappointment of not getting the part?
Oh, I tell them don't take it personally. And when you don't get a role, it's not about you, it's about the director's view of that role. I see it as you're not fitting what the director is needing for that role. So keep your head up, keep strong, and keep going if that's your dream. Don't let anything stop you or get in your way.
Well, now we're going to have a little fun. If your life was a movie, what would the title be?
Oh man. Okay. Dream Out Loud? That's not already a title of something?
Okay. If you could cast anyone in the cinematic universe to play you in that movie, who would it be?
Oh, you're laying out some good ones. Oh man. Okay. Oh man. Oh, there's so many choices, Amy. Gosh. I love so many people. My mind just like went completely blank. Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to pick somebody who's, wise and absolutely sexy, but come on, this is me. If they end up somebody like funny and, oh gosh. Oh man. Oh. I don't know. How about killing me with this?
We need Jeopardy music.
When did you pop back on?
Just when I turned my mic on.
Oh,
To make fun of you for not picking an actress.
Okay. Sandra Bullock.
Okay. If describe your dream role.
Okay, somebody who is strong and heroic and who shows a caring and compassionate side and who saves somebody.
Okay. If you were to win an award on the grand stage, Oscars, Golden Globes, Emmys, who would be the first person you would thank?
God.
Okay. And finally, what would you say is your greatest achievement in life up to this point?
My son.
Oh, Dell said something similar. Okay, John, that's the last of my questions. You got any?
I take too long to answer questions.
No, that's not it. Hold on, I gotta turn my camera on. I'm so glad we didn't hang up on you. That was such a good interview.
Yes, it was. I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah. That's why I don't have any. It was really good. And Amy, you good questions today. You really you're raising the game.
I've always got good questions.
No, I like it. I like how they're unique for every person that comes on. That's super cool. I do have one question that I was thinking about, Anna Maria, if you don't mind.
Okay.
What was it like not on set or being on set in Letters to Daniel and helping Mark?
Oh, it was incredible. I
learned
had
a
no
hell of a
clue.
lot working with him.
I had no clue what I was doing when I first started. I had no clue what anything was. He asked me to hand him something. I'm like, what is that? what are you talking about?
Right.
And
right.
But I learned so much. I learned a lot, and I felt like it's going to help me more on set because I can actually offer a hand and not just be like, hey, point to something and let me help. They'll be able to tell me what that is. I mean, I might need a refresher, but I feel like I can help more now on set.
Right. Yeah. Me too. It was good to work with you.
You too.
Yeah, it was so fun, like having you there. Like once you were there, I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then when I had to go, you stepped in mightily.
Oh yeah, I missed you though. You were the muscle.
I'm sure. Oh, I don't know about that. Some of those things are heavy though. That's no lie.
Yeah.
That's a workout.
Yeah, they are.
You and Anna Maria, like actually, after Mark spoke to me and Abigail said, and he said, "Listen, the only reason I'm surviving this is because John's doing this, that, and the other. When he leaves and Brandon leaves, we're going to be in a world of hurt." And thank God I had
for her.
Anna Maria there.
Absolutely.
It's
That's why
amazing.
she said the first person that she was going to thank was God.
Yeah,
That got us through, Amy.
yeah.
I
I
had to
would
go
thank.
buy my own toilet paper.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, you didn't
Hey,
ask me what was like the craziest part of being on Letters to Daniel.
There we go.
Yeah.
The
You just
scariest
asked it.
part of being on
You just
Letters
asked
to
it, so now
Daniel.
you have to answer it. What was the craziest part?
The craziest and scariest part was probably being in that hotel. That was probably that was the scariest and craziest.
I thought K.
That was-
I thought K was just a letter. I didn't know that it was like illicit drugs. It's like, hey man, you want some K? I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
oh my God.
I had to call my husband and ask him what that was, and he was like, "It's not a good thing.
Right.
Stay away from it." He
Right.
was like, "It's a drug." I'm like, "It is?
Yes.
What is it?"
I'm like, K. It's just a letter. I looked it up and I'm like, all right.
Oh my God. I've already apologized a million times for that motel.
Come on. Just
It's an
kidding.
adventure.
That's right.
It was one of those movie story adventures. Everybody has one. I think like when you talk to those big A-listers, they have like, "Oh, I had to stay in this one place this one time." We have that story now. It's covered.
Boom.
We have that story. Mic drop.
Oh God. Well, it's nice. Thanks to the work you did on the set and the work John did on the set, because of the work everybody did, I got a Best Director award. So
Yes, congratulations. I saw that. That's so wonderful.
and it's because everybody rose to the occasion. I couldn't believe there was no ego on the set, basically.
There wasn't.
There wasn't a single there wasn't any real ego on the set. And for the most part, everything went smoothly on set.
Besides like the tornado alarms, but that's like
Oh
beyond
my
our
God, everything. On the first 2 days, I thought, what else can happen? There were 7 actors who did no call, no show.
The little kids in the nursery.
Oh yeah.
The little kids in the nursery.
Oh yeah.
The lady that didn't open up the building at
Twice.
8 a.m.
Twice.
My flight that didn't get there until a day later. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, well, we didn't, when you finally got to the set, we hadn't record. And you know what? Those scenes didn't even make the movie.
Yeah, I forgot about the building part and the kids. I remember the kids now.
Like, kick them back into play.
Like wrapping the door. Oh my goodness.
I remember that.
I'm like, why are there kids going to the bathroom every 5 minutes? And then I'm like, oh, there's a whole bunch of kids in that room.
There's a whole bunch of kids in that room.
You told us to feel sorry and pray for the guy that was stuck in there with the whole...
Dude, he was
I think he kept trying to step out.
You want to talk about
He
the
was stepping
hardest working man on set that day? It was that guy.
Yeah.
Trying to corral all those kids and talk with the teenagers and make sure they were doing what they needed to do to help out. It was something to behold.
Oh man.
Okay. Well, it was wonderful working with you on the film for a lot of reasons. I mean, you were great behind the scenes and you were wonderful in your limited role as my mom. But, nominations are coming up for Nova, and that's a big festival. And so, if we get selected for it, I'd love for you to come and be a part of that.
I'd love to. Yes, I plan on it.
Okay, well, I found a hotel and I vetted it. I read the reviews. And there's some bad reviews, but there's overwhelmingly more good reviews than bad.
All right.
Um,
That's promising. I like it.
yeah. I'll talk to you more about that after the show.
Should see if someone there will give you a virtual tour.
I don't know. The other place doesn't look too bad online. If you take a look at it online, it doesn't look too bad.
And In-Town Suites looked legit.
Yeah, because I looked at it. It did look legit. Back in Amy, it does look legit online.
Gotcha.
We actually, whenever
they pulled the old okey doke on you.
I picked up. Okay, so last night my sister cooked for my nephew's birthday, and we stopped and picked up some wine and a soda, and we went past. Where'd you go, John?
Right here.
Okay. And we drove past that In-Town Suites. I said, don't stay at that dumpster fire.
Oh my God. You live and learn.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know never to put anybody in that hotel again.
Not unless they're looking for a crazy adventure. So with a door against their
Anna Maria, what
door.
are you? Did I miss it? Are you working on any other projects these days?
I'm working on one.
Okay.
And it starts in, we're looking at March or April, a feature film.
Cool.
So, yeah.
That's fantastic. Is it a larger role?
Yeah, I'm the lead.
Oh,
hey.
That's fantastic.
What kind of movie?
It is kind of like the Lord of the Rings kind of feel.
Like a fantasy?
Kind of more like a sci-fi fantasy.
Okay. That's
kind of hard to describe.
Uh-oh, Amy's gonna explode. Are you all right, Amy?
My cat took a shit.
Oh, this is great. Please tell us where. You never know what's going to happen here on Recovery Unplugged, everybody.
Never know.
In his litter box, but it stinks to high.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm like, what's going on over there? I didn't know the sourpuss was because you're smelling cat gas.
My cat. Okay.
See, do you have a freeze frame of that face? Because I don't see anything right now. Because you're able to do that, right? You're able to recapture that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You can send that to me later, so I know what happened just then.
Hey, we're putting this interview up on the Amy Unplugged page, so you can look at it.
All right. Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, if that brings us to the end of the interview.
Oh boy.
Ending it with a bang.
With cat shit.
Well, everyone, we're going to be doing this again next Monday. It's always fun here on
Hold on,
Recovery
I'll tell you
Unplugged.
who it is. Well, I don't know. It's I don't know. I've got it written down.
This is a well-oiled machine.
I've got a sheet of paper. It says season 2.
No, John, that's the cat.
That's true. We should interview the cat. Why are you taking a shit in the middle of our show?
Come here, kitty.
He's gonna bite your ass.
No.
Yeah,
Come
he
here,
is.
baby. He scratches. He doesn't bite.
Should I stop streaming?
Yeah, you should probably stop streaming.
Okay, bye everyone. We'll see you next Monday.
All right. Bye. Thank you again.
The Zoom window, folks. You don't have to leave just yet.
Okay.